Some parts of South Africa are protesting that the cost of living is getting alarming, that they can't bear it anymore. Starting from house rent, NEPA bills, water, everything. That what government promised them is not what they are seeing right now. Both school fees, everything is getting out of hand. I would like you to sit down and listen to what March to March president have to say concerning the economy.
We already knew what's it called from 2004. 2024. Khona ngisho i-article yaphume ephepheni eyayithi bawu 300,000 abantu abanama visa are fake, and siyathola namhlanje kuseni ukuthi bathi 2,000 of lawo ma visa are study visas. Esingazi ke nawo ukuthi how far are they, but the other 298,000 visas ekuthiwa fraudulent. Now sifuna ukwazi ukuthi what is going on ngawo. We need to hold the government accountable. Ngiyacela nje wonke abantu base South Africa, go back to even ama articles akudala, sivundulule konke singakuvundulula sikubuyise on the table ukuze bezosichazela ukuthi kwenzakalani. Ngiyabona nje bathi ama officials awu 4 iwona ekufanele ngabe ayajeza ngalolu daba, bathi i-investigation isaqhubeka iyophela ngoSeptember. Kodwa engifuna ukwazi ukuthi Sunday Tribune ikhipha indaba ya Imran Bam uBat so Imran simbonile ukuthi umuntu osondele kakhulu ke kuma politicians enhlangano ebusayo. We want to know ukuthi udaba lakhe liphelela laphi, yena akwazi phela ukuthi mase sekwenziwa ama pronouncements by SIU bese indaba lakhe lingathethwa. Sifuna ukwazi ukuthi le ndoda esuka ePakistan yasiba ne-influence engaka la ezweni lethu, ithatha phela le influence, kungene kanjani ukuthi igama lakhe libe implicated emkhoshokhoshofini wama visa la eMzantsi Africa. Naye futhi ngagcini ngokulusa ukuthi basilindise inyanga nenyanga sinonyaka neminyaka. Sifuna ukuthi ku-actwe manje ngoba phela khona iproof, khona i-evidence, akuboshwa ababoshwayo. Kuma engagements aphi mhlawumbe le yes4 mangaphosisi. And this one siyajabula nje ukubona i-department yaka health neyaka education ngoba kulawa amanye bajwayele ungafiki. Kodwa siyabonga nje kakhona ukuthi akhona ama engagements ala akanje. Kodwa ke esingakusho nje sikubalule kakhulu ukuthi isikhathi sokukhuluma kade sinaso. Sikhulumile sakhuluma. Njengamanje sifuna ukuthi masiphuma la siphume nama solutions azothi ke kusasa lokho ngoba kusasa lokho kusayo sizowenza njani as a department ukuthi sisebenzisana kanjani, because enye into esikhalisayo thina ukuthi education udonsa le, home affairs udonsa le, uzosolva kanjani indaba ye-immigration ethinta home affairs if education no immigration bangasebenzisani. Because uzwile now education uthi hayi thina umsebenzi wethu ukufundisa, which is not true, because sonke sama citizens of this country we have a responsibility. Ngishabe uthisha, ngishabe unesi, ngishabe udokotela. When it comes to izinto ze-18 umthetho like we country, crime, corruption, you all have a duty to ring the bell la ekukhona khona into wrong yenzakalayo. So angiyazi lento esho Department of Education ukuthi kuchaza ukuthini mabethu othisha umsebenzi wabo obona as a department is just to teach, not to enforce imithetho. Like I don't understand that. Ngoba ubona isigebengu la usibona ukuthi umuntu ongaphandle lo ongaphethe amaphepha, you have a right ukuthi ubize amaphoyisa aboshwe.
By picking up, and this is where you'd notice that quite a number of people have blockaded the areas. It's really hard or difficult for any of the residents who were trying to get their way to work, make their way to work, and unfortunately for them that was not to be the case this morning. We also did notice that quite a number of school kids participating in this protest, quite a cause for concern. What this would then mean is that scholar transports were unable to come and do their duties by picking up those children. We also spoke to quite a number of people who've been affected by the protesters this morning. We also saw quite a number of vehicles that had to turn around this particular stretch of the road. Now this because they were being threatened by the protesters to ensure that they do not disrupt this protest. But also quite interesting, they were able to let those emergency vehicles through. Those ambulances were then let to pass because they do understand the role that the health services play in the community. We'll try and talk to some residents as to what exactly the problem is this time around. We do know that electricity is quite an issue in the Thembisa community. Thank you so much for your time, Ausi. Please talk to us about what the problem is. What are the cries from the residents of Thembisa?
Okay, thank you very much, SABC. My name is Chonko from Hospital View, Great Hospital View Leadership. We are having a very big crisis in terms of the enforcement of electricity, sending people termination letters for electricity, whereas we don't owe municipality electricity. We do buy electricity. We don't see any reason why they should be terminating electricity in our houses because of not paying municipality bill.
You need to have a salary of 30,000 rand a month, which I don't. I've got a fault on because I've been crying, but this is the second time in a year that my lease hasn't been renewed because my landlords want to turn the place into Airbnb so they can get more money, and in 24 hours I'm going to be homeless and I don't know what to do. I've applied for 5 different places, but I haven't been accepted for any of them because all of them are like 10k a month, which means you need to have a salary of 30,000 rand a month, which I don't have. I'm not the only person going through this right now, and if you think that Cape Town doesn't have a housing crisis, you are so wrong, because I just want a home for me and my daughter, and it's so hard. I'm busy packing up all my stuff now, and I have to be out by tomorrow night, and I still don't have anywhere to go.
It's huge problems. I mean, he comes in to address us today in the midst of a strike in Thembisa. Since this morning, the residents have been blocking streets in Thembisa because they are unhappy and they are saying they are tired, you know. So there's a list of problems, but I think it would be wise for him to firstly start taking stock, take us into confidence, what you promised in 2025 versus what we are today. Because one of the things that he promised this time in 2025 was that he was going to deal with the water crisis. But today we have a water crisis. That time he told us there was a war room, and he said it was actually implemented in 2024 in August. And today they just announced last week that they are starting another war room. So we're starting to ask ourselves, what is this war room? Because to us it's now a waiting room where we are now waiting for results, we are waiting for coordination, we are waiting to see that they've got plans. And I think it will be honest for him to really take stock, give us his report card to say, I promised this last year, I promised that last year, where is the inner city rejuvenation, where are those buildings that he said is going to now expropriate, and all those things. I think it will be important, not only for him, because really, I mean, he's been on the media for the wrong reasons, so he needs to really come and take us to confidence.
Last question, do you think he's failing as a premier?
He's failing at the moment. He's really on the back foot. I think everything is just not going right. Safety, inner city rejuvenation, it will be difficult to pinpoint one thing that is really going his way, and you can't blame anyone. You can blame him and his party for.
Hi guys, welcome back once again. If you have watched up to this moment, what do you think? Feel free to share your thoughts, your opinion. In this video that you just watched, do you think that the foreigners in South Africa are the problem that affects the economy? Or what do you think? Because this is not only South Africa. I believe that some of these leaders, when they want to enter power, they will promise heaven and earth. But immediately they climb there, they arrive there, they will forget all the promise they promise citizens. They will forget all the promise they promise masses. The masses are there now complaining to pay house rent, NEPA bills, everything that they promised, nothing is working. So what do you think that is the cause, and do you think there should be a solution to that? Of course they will, if this leader can stand up, sit down and start from somewhere. They won't do it overnight. They cannot finish everything overnight. It's not a magic thing, but they should start from somewhere, especially the primary basic, for citizens to even put smiles in their face, not only them. Some leaders will enter there, people will start suffering, everything will turn. In fact, I don't know what to say. So feel free to share your thought, your opinion under the comment section. This is getting out of hand. That is how they do. especially our African leaders. My brothers and sisters in South Africa, this is not only South Africa, it's happening in so many African countries. And this, I believe this is the time for a call to wake up. That all these leaders will not continue using our heads. Yes, the youth should get up and do something. Feel free to share opinion. Share this video, subscribe.